Hello. Good evening. I am Honky and welcome to my world. All right, we got a evil one on our hands tonight. This is a confession, okay? This is a confession. All right, and it goes like this. We're gonna get right to it. If you have stumbled upon my channel, I am Juanqui and welcome to my world. I am a cornucopia of stuff. I am currently somewhere in the middle of the Caribbean Ocean on some red boat, blooded out, lit, okay, with two glasses of champagne, one in each hand, and an incredible Hulk by my side. You know, feeling like I have arrived. I have arrived. I am the moment. I hope I have been able to come through live from the boat. Oh, it's not called a boat, it's called a ship, okay? And if you want to catch those lives, make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit that bell for the notification. And by the way, hit that like button. It don't cost you nothing and it supports us content creators. Okay, let's get to the evil witch who's confessing her sins. She goes on to say, I reported a co-worker for something I was equally guilty of. They got fired. I got a raise. Oh, I see what we're doing tonight. It was a policy violation we were both doing. I found out there was going to be an investigation and panicked. I reported them first to cover myself. They had a family. I knew that. I told myself it was self preservation. But the truth is, I made a calculated choice to sacrifice someone else to protect myself. I got a raise 3 months later. They never found another job in the industry. I think about it every single day, not because I feel guilty enough to confess, but because I know I'll probably do it again. That last part scares me the most. Oh my gosh, okay. Feedback. Somebody says, this is why I am not loyal to people at work and invest in them because they will not hesitate to throw you under the bus to save themselves. I have seen it before and was kind of hurt when it happened to me. Now, no matter how coworkers try to get close to me or buddy up, I keep a distance and don't take it personal when they do stuff like this. Somebody says, that's wild. Is they probably had what's wild is they probably had a chance to rat you out too, but chose to save you instead. Guilt is your karma, I guess. But this person doesn't feel guilty. This person says that they would know that they would do it again. Somebody says, you're gonna do great in corporate America. I'm gonna pick up at corporate America. So let me give you my little take on this. As somebody who, I've had to manage a lot of people. I've supervised hundreds of people in my entire career. I've had to dismiss slash let go slash fire. I think I stopped counting at the number 45th person. Yeah, I think I stopped counting at that. I remember the very first one, and I was a young manager at that time, and HR gave me all the tools and proper training, and pretty much scripted me on how to do it. And one thing that always sticks out with me, and I always remember, is that they taught me to always be human about it. These people are losing their job. You know what I'm saying? Like, with cause, at least in the eyes of the company, with cause, they're losing their jobs. And so there's emotions, there's things attached to that. But one thing that I always carry with me is being human about it, having empathy and sympathy about it. I've always had that separation between me and my coworkers because I've been in management for a long periodical of time. So that in itself already, sets off a boundary. But it's because of things like this. You just never know. I always tell people, the person, pick your favorite person in the building. Okay, if it comes down to them getting a paycheck or you not getting a paycheck, trust and believe they're going to choose themselves. As they should, if they're doing their job properly and they're coming from an honest place, and I need to support myself and my household, so point of view. I get it. I understand it. I understand it. But this confession, from this person shows a lot more than just the act of what happened. Oh, we were both breaking a policy and I didn't want to get caught, so I ratted you out. That in itself just says so much. It shows a level of untrustworthiness, and you creating your own karma, and it's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you, whether it's now or when you're getting ready to draw that pension 30 plus years from now. Which, by the way, side note, people know that pensions are not mandatory, and they're not you could get a job for a pension and do your 31 years out of a 32-year situation, and they could come at year 32 and be like, oh, the pension is defunct, we ran out of money, we cannot pay the pension. Like, it's not a mandatory perk. Okay, I just hope people know that. Very often people sacrifice everything: life, family, relationship, marriages, children, because well, at least I have this pension. Let's hope that you have that pension come that time. I digress, though. What this person did is just, it's foul, because you two were breaking the rules, and then you went ahead and got ahead of it and saved your ass, got yourself a raise, and then, but the kicker, the cherry on top, is that you then say you would do it again. Drop a bomb on doing it again. You, sir or ma'am, are the true definition of diabolical at work. Diabolical at work. And then to just throw it out there, like, so that makes your whole confession not be about feeling bad or feeling remorse. It's more kind of like bragging rights for you. And this is a scary thing. You work, people work in environments with people from all walks of life. They may be smiling in your face, and as soon as you walk past that cubicle, they're wishing you the worst. The worst, because misery loves company. They may not be happy with their own lives, but then they see you come in, always freshly put together, nice vehicle, photos of your vacations and your relationship on your desk. You're always good for a good vacation, and it's not a staycation. You're always traveling and coming back and telling these stories, and and you're happy and content, because you went to school, you had your internship, you work your way through the ranks, all of that. You stayed behind when you needed to. We were the first one in the office and the last one to leave. You got to know the cleaning lady because you were there that late. Okay? That's how you get to know. When you know the cleaning people that come and clean them offices all the way in Manhattan and shit, like, because they come after hours. When they're the ones letting you out and locking the door behind you, you're a dedicated worker. So you've done all of this, but then the one that wants to always go to lunch with you so they could get the tea from you, and vice versa, and sharing information and gossiping and, getting ready to see if you're going to go for that promotion so they can go ahead before and talk to the manager before they get to you, or talk to the manager and tell them why you wouldn't be a good choice, a good fit. Unfortunately, we are in a state where work is work. Work is a competition. It's a spot. It's only certain amount of spots, certain amount of checks to be given out. Protect your check. Don't give these people information. Don't be breaking policy with people. Don't be breaking policy, period. But if you're going to break policy, don't break it with somebody else. with a witness. Okay, drop a bomb on the witness. Mind your business. Stay in your lane. Do your job and go home. Develop friendships with people outside of work, people who have nothing to do with the way you make your money. Because if they have shit on you, they now have power to stop you from making your money. I think out of all the confessions that we've done on this channel the last few months, this one leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Because why? Because the person is bragging about it. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. And this person is in a cubicle, in an office, in a bullpen, somewhere, socializing with other people. And this is how they move. This is their motive of operandi. This is how they operate. And if they did it one time successfully, trust and believe that they will do it again. They're telling you. They are telling you they're going to do it again. Just a sad state of affairs and a sick world we live in. Protect your paychecks. Go to work and do your job. Clock out. You need some friends. Develop some friends outside of work. They have their own jobs, and y'all can all get together for the happy hour up the block or in the next borough, far away from where people can see you and commiserate about how much you dislike the people at work. With this said, I want to thank you for coming through. Please remember to hit that like button. If I've entertained you before you are going to bed, hit the like button and hit that subscribe and that notification, because I paid for the good internet, Savannah. So I should be able to be coming through live during the mornings and in the middle of the days. So make sure that you have that notification on so you see my cruise content that's going to be coming through. At this moment, I should have two glasses of Moet Chandon in each hand, dressed in red, all blooded out, lit, with an Incredible Hulk next to me. All right, so if you want to see that went down, hit that notification so that you know when the video goes live tomorrow. With that said, I will also be doing a video in the evening, a pre-recorded, so make sure that you're here tomorrow, 9 o'clock. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.